Hey, back in the garage, tested the trailer lights. Don't work. I got one tail light, no side. One side light, no brake lights. The other tail light doesn't work, and no indicators. So we're going to look at this first, and this is usually the culprit. Looks okay. Looks pretty clean. When you take them apart, there's a little. If you can see that there without my thumb, you see that little square at the bottom. There, okay, that goes to the bottom of this plug. You unscrew, unless you've got a metal one, which is slightly different, and then you pull the cap off, which keeps it together. You pull the rubber out, which keeps the water out, and you pull them apart. Now with mine, it's broken at the bottom. But that doesn't mean it's not going to work. That just means it's not very good. So I bought a new plug. I'll show you that in a second. So take this apart. Screwdriver, just the lip there. Like I said, at the bottom there's a square. It's the only one that's on there, and that fits there at the bottom. Okay, I'll show you a new one in a minute. So we're looking at this, and they're all fitted, they're all connected. Now if I can get this close enough, look at the rust. You see that? So they're all rusted up, so they're not going to have a very good connection. So although we could clean it out, I could use a little Dremel and clean each one out individually, but they only cost £2.90. So I went and bought one. What I'll do, I'll take a picture of the wiring diagram, this here, and I'll put that on there now. And then what we'll do, we'll look at it. So we've got here pin 1, left hand indicator yellow. So, and does it say pin 1? Can you see that? Yes, it does, I believe. Oh, can I get close enough to see that? Can I zoom in? Pin 1. There we go. Look at the mess in there. Okay, and then if we spread around, that's pin 6. Let's go the other way. Pin 2, nothing. There's no wire to go in there anyway, so it's not broken. Pin 3. Let's have a look. So pin 3, earth return white. Yes, correct. Pin 3. I think. Let's have a look if I can get this in focus again. Sorry, folks. White, this should be number 3. Come on. Yes. So yeah, the card corresponds with your plug. Let's go zoom back out again. There we go. So I'm going to rewire one of these. I'm just thought I'd show you how I'm doing it. If anybody's interested, I bought a new plug. Same principle. You have to take that off. Take the rubber off. Ease that back, not too much, just enough to it opens up, and there we go. So you can put that on last. You don't have to put that on anything, that can go on last. And there we go, nice brown spanky new. So all we do is we can undo all these wires now, because we know that they correspond. And the one I'm doing is, it's called the trailer and caravan wiring scheme, and the one I'm looking at on the card is, I'll put that there for you. That one there. So folks, there we go. 7 pin, 12N trailer lightning, and that's the one I'm looking at. Okay, I won't bother undoing them. I'm just going to snip each one, take them off, just take it back a bit further so I know I've got clean and no rusty wire, and then we'll go from there. There we go. This looks nice and make sure they're nice and clean. Can't see them. Come on, focus. Yeah, there you go. Nice and clean. Right, now we'll start stripping it back. So a quick look at some of the ones that I think one light was working. Oh, they've got little clips on the end. Oh. Ooh, that one's. Ooh. Yeah. We don't have any of these little clips. Anyway, we'll just wire up the new one. Ooh. Yeah, not good. Anyway, right. Little bit of string, cut that off. We don't need that, it's just, there we go. Okay, make sure you leave them long enough. If you've got wire snippers, go for one slightly bigger. I'm going to go for one rather than the 7.5 or the one lower. So if you cut too short, you're going to have to take some more off. Anyway, so the one looks like it does the job. Just get it somewhere near. There we go. So you're not taking any of the wires with it, okay? So number one is that one there. Okay. So you can guess all the same, roughly the same thing. There we go. Then what I tend to do is twist them round so they're nice and tight, and then put a tiny little loop in the end. It's entirely what I do. You can solder them if you wish. You can do whatever you want. Okay. Okay. Next job. I've finished them all yet. Put the end cap on first. Okay. And then the rubber, which will be that way round. So the wider end on first. Because when you push these together, that will push against that into the unit, and then this will squash it nice and tight, make it nice and watertight. Then you just put them out of the way for now. Okay, pin one. Which according to this is yellow. So get your yellow. And where's your pin one? I just undone. There it is. And just pop him in. Tighten him down. And that's it. We'll just carry on doing the rest. So pin 2 is rear fog. And I think if we look on the old one, we just find that. There we go. Yeah, there was nothing in pin 2, look. Because we don't have a rear fog. Okay, so it'll be pin 3, which is white, I think. Is it white, or I'll have a look. Okay, pin 3, return earth, white. And the final one is black. That's like, I don't know if it says number 7 or what does it say? Yes, it does say number 7. There you go. So when you've finished all these, what you need to do then, make sure they're all tight, nice and tight. Go through each one again, just make sure. Okay, and then when we put the make sure you've got plenty of slack there. You get your nice new casing, like so. You look for the part which I said was with the square on, which is there. That goes to the bottom where the gap is, and that will only correspond with the part that you're, when you put these together, in the on the other what am I saying? Right, it'll only fit together with this gap. on the other part of the vehicle. What to do with that square? There it is. Okay, so they fit in the slot like so. There you go. No, I got it wrong again. There, that's it. Okay, there you go. A bit of fiddly bait. Lock it into position. Alright, and then make sure this is pushed up so you've got plenty of room in there. You're not pulling the wires tight. Okay, so push it in, push the rubber in. You might want to hold it in position. Okay, bring up the locking notty, put him on, push again. Now as you're pushing tension on the wire, tighten up there. And if you get nice and tight with that, alright, nice. That wire will not come out because you can see it squashed it in position. Okay. Now if this doesn't work, I'm going to look like a right plonker. Let's give it a test. Okay, so we still have a problem, which is fine because it wasn't working at all. So we've got one tail light still and one indicator. Because I've tried the hazards and only one indicator came on. So next thing to do is just check the bulbs, make sure they're clean. Okay, so yeah, don't want to stop stripping everything. Dirty connection on the bulb, that was all. It looks pretty clean inside, but you never know. So let's try the tail lights again. Chickens. He's been making that noise all day. Anyway, so there you go. So another loose bulb. Shut up! Oh, blimey. Right, so let me just show you. There we go, so that's both sides. Now we need to test the brakes. That's the funny bit. So I've got a lever here, so I can put the brakes on. Okay, one, but not the other side. So I'm going to take the panel off and just whittle the, it could be a busted bulb actually. So there you go, just a bit of a loose connection on the bulb. I suppose they are quite cheap, these. Nobody's about 19 quid for one of these tailboards. Right, so let's just put the hazards on. So I've got the hazards on. I don't mind, it's a bit of a... But I've also got the tail lights on. I don't think the tail light is working. So hazards. Tail light working this side, but not the other side. Done. Tail lights working both sides. Indicators and stop lights sorted. Right, that's it. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. Subscribe button is over there, and the notification bell and up and coming videos of this site. All the best. I'm glad I did that one. Got that one out of the way, and we'll catch you in the next video.